everyone. It's Leslye from Modest Mothering, and I have some friends with me today. I'm so excited to do this first live stream video for this channel and talk to you a little bit about my, oh, there we go, the echo. I forgot to put on mute. Okay, so technical difficulties in the beginning. So thanks for bearing with us. And anyway, I'm so excited to do this video. I've been wanting to talk about Modest Mothering. I've been wanting to talk about nursing covers, and I want to talk about why mine is different than most nursing covers. And then also, I have a new friend that I made recently from Milkyma Clothing. Her name's Jen. You want to say hi?
Hi, everyone.
And she introduced herself to me. I guess maybe she watches Gently Love Sisters, but she introduced herself to me, and she has a clothing line for nursing moms. So we talked back and forth, and she sent me some of her clothes, and I sent her a Modest Mothering. And so we've been doing an exchange for a while, and we wanted to do a giveaway. Now, I also want to introduce my other friend that's here. It's Amanda Armstrong from Clean Botanics. You want to say hi?
Hello.
Okay. Can we see you? I don't know if we can see you on the
I don't know what to do. I need someone to help me.
Okay. So at the top, there's like a bar, and maybe you can click. There's like a camera and a microphone.
Okay.
And a slash through them, then you can't see you. Like we can see you now. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, great. So I don't know. Let me make sure. Let me make sure it's a little lag behind on the live stream. Okay, we can see you. So she's also here because she really loves her Modest Mothering nursing cover, and she's one of my good friends. And she's been really a big promoter of my products, and she has always supported me in my business. Her and Sandra Alcantar from Sweeter Than Honey KJV. They're my friends, and we just support each other in our businesses. And so anyway, so she's here to also give some testimony and talk up to us about Modest Mothering. And she's also new to Milkyma Clothing. She doesn't know a whole lot about it, so she's going to learn some more, and so are you. So I'm glad that you're here. We're going to get to know Jen a little bit from Milkyma Clothing, and we're going to talk about Modest Mothering. So before we get started, I wanted to show you, I just made this for my friend Cassandra from Gently Love Sisters, and it's butterflies. So this will be arriving soon in my shop for you to purchase, but I made this one for Cassandra. It's just for her, and it's so great. Let me just talk about it real quick before Amanda's going to help me and kind of take over, because she's going to interview both Jen and I about our businesses. So anyway, I want to talk about this. So this is what you get when you order Modest Mothering. I'll send it to you threaded already, so you'll get it just like this in the mail. It's already threaded, so you can kind of figure it out before you have to figure it out. So you can kind of play with it before you actually have to do anything with it. So it comes like this, and then it'll be already kind of adjusted in a big size. So you can just put it right on, and you can start doing whatever you're going to do with it. Obviously, it's for nursing, but you can use it for a lot of things, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. But so you can just use it right away, right out the packaging. Something that's so great about this nursing cover, and we're going to talk more about it too, but it's huge. It's massive. So I don't know if you ladies have ever dealt with that, where you're just like, this nursing cover, and it's like so small, and you're just afraid the baby's going to rip it off, and you're just going to be exposed, and you're going to be uncomfortable in this weird situation. So yeah, so we're going to talk more about Modest Mothering, and but first I want to tell you why I even started Modest Mothering. So why I started Modest Mothering, why did I start this? Well, about 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, about 6.5 years ago, somebody gave me a nursing cover, which was also a ring sling, and they gave it to me as a gift. And I loved it so much. It was made from cotton fabric. It was very soft. It was just washable. It was durable. It was just so wonderful. And so I started asking them details about it. And from then on, I just decided I am going to make these for people. This is such a great tool for moms. And it's not unlike anything I've ever used for nursing before. Usually I got the apron, where it's just like the little, thing around your neck. And then it's just like the piece of fabric here. And, you could probably make one that's pretty generous, a big one, but it doesn't cover your back like Modest Mothering, and it's just kind of scary, you know, when you wear it. So I decided I wanted to make these for every mom that I knew. And so I would be offering like, can I make you a ring sling? And people would say, where did you get that cover? And I was like, I'll make you one. I would love to make you one. So for about 6 years, I've been making them for people just as a labor of love, as something that I just wanted to do and help other moms. So recently, people have always been telling me I need to start a business. I need to sell these. I need to give, you know, and I have sold a few here and there over the years, but I need to sell these. And so I decided, like, I want to do it. I want to sell these. I have time now. My kids are a little bit older. They're doing a lot more, helping me a lot more around the house. You know, when I was in the just little kid only stage is enough for me to just have to sew something, you know, so anything. But now I feel like I can actually like make projects, do projects. And even now my time is limited, but I can work it, you know, in the middle of the night if I want. So, you know, it's a labor of love still to me. It's still my passion. I still want to share it with the ladies out there. Every mom deserves this tool in their, you know, diaper bag. Every mom deserves this tool in their mom life. And, you know, they last a really long time, but, you know, and I'm going to talk about that because I have so many right here, just sitting here, and they're from different years and different time periods. So I'm going to talk about those. But that's why I started Modest Mothering. Let me not speak over myself. But I just really love these, you know, nursing covers. They're amazing. They're wonderful. And you can use them for so much more. So what do you think, Amanda? What do you think about Modest Mothering? And thank you so much for encouraging me along the way and helping push me to actually start Modest Mothering.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so when I first moved to Texas, I remember it was one of the first church services. Isaiah was like 5 months old when we moved here, and I had one of the nursing covers. It wasn't really covering anything, and I remember asking her, can I like breastfeed in the service, or should I like go in another room or something? And she's like, of course you can feed in the service. And then shortly after that, she made me my own cover, this one right here that I still have. It's I love gray, so it's like so cute. And come here. I remember just thinking like, wow, this is so much more coverage because my kids are giants. Like I have kids grow really, really fast. And so the normal size covers that you would get really wasn't covering anything. And it was like kind of embarrassing and like nervous. Like, am I going to show myself? Wasn't really like breathable. And like that apron thing you're talking about where it's like a string around your neck. And I think they're like the Udder Cover brand or something. They don't really work that great. And so I was really like extremely happy to get a Modest Mothering cover. And I have this other one that she made me for my daughter. I have 4 months old now. And I just love both of them so much.
And so do you need two, right? You need two because why do you need two?
I like having the two because not only is it just cute because, you know, like if you have a boy, obviously it's like you want to get the boy stuff. You don't just want neutral everything, but I do love gray. So I can wash one and then I still have another one and I don't have to worry because I don't know about anyone else, but I'm not so great at keeping up with laundry. So if I put something in the laundry, I might not see it for a while because it might just get lost in like the, you know, just giant pile of it's clean, but I didn't do it. So I like having two because I know that there's going to be one that's clean. I don't have to worry like, oh, well, this one just got all nasty because the baby puked on it or something and I need to keep using it. So I think having two is a good idea, really, especially when you have a lot of kids and you're pretty busy with like everything. So I think that helps with laundry. And then I use them for more than just the like as a nursing cover. I don't know if you want to talk about that later or
yeah, we're going to talk about that more. But I wanted to talk about Jen because Jen, I really just kind of talked with you today in actual person, face to face, and you have 6 kids, right?
Yes, that's right.
So you have 6 kids. What are their ages?
The oldest is 11 and the youngest is 18 months, and they're all about 2 years apart.
Wow. Yeah. So you're a busy mom like I am. I have 8, and my oldest is 12 and my youngest is 1. So we're right there with each other, going through the trenches, the mommy trenches.
I'm catching up to you.
Yeah, you have 4 now, right?
Yeah.
4 little ones. So Jen, tell me a little bit about nursing covers in your experience. What have you experienced with nursing covers in your life? And what kind of led you into starting this Milkyma clothing line for your business?
So basically the same thing as Amanda said. You know, I would use the udder covers, and I found they weren't very covering for me. And, you know, as the kids get bigger and they're still nursing, I mean, I'm still nursing my 18-month-old. And, you know, they start to pull, they start to rip. And even washing the udder covers, I found that they would shrink. And then it would just be another issue for me. And so dealing also with the back showing, you know, trying to keep your back end covered and stuff and all of that. So I can totally relate to that. And with these, I picked this pretty one. And I just love the fact that it's adjustable. So it can squeeze tighter if you want it to. You can have it kind of open to make sure you got the baby latched on, but then you can tighten it, where other covers, you don't have that ability. It kind of has that open loop. So if someone comes behind you, they could potentially, you know, look down and hopefully they wouldn't, but you just don't know.
Yeah, and, you can tighten it at the top, and you can also leave it loose at the bottom for the big baby, and then be tied at the top on one side, you know. So at top it's covered, but on the bottom it's big and wide for the baby. So that's really nice.
Yeah, and what I love is that, like you said, it covers both the front and the back, and so you don't have to worry much about, you know, being exposed on your back, especially when it's like you're somewhere cold or just around a lot of people. You know, you don't want your back hanging out. But another thing I noticed is just the stitching on this is done so well, and it's just so strong. And I love that this is such a good quality fabric, but it's not so heavy that it's gonna be hot for the baby. You know, you can have the baby under it and it's breathable, but it's still strong enough, you know, for you to have the baby in and just to use every day.
Yeah.
And so I really like it.
So tell us about Milkyma. How did you start a Milkyma? Where did it come from? How did you decide I'm gonna start a business?
So I've always been kind of a visionary, and I've been wanting to do a business for years. You know, I'm always telling my husband, we could do this, we could do a food truck, we could do this. But like you said, you know, my kids are finally to an age, I feel like I'm in a season right now where I felt like I could actually do this. And I wanted it to be something that I was passionate about. And, you know, I'm always having babies, I'm always nursing babies. And so I decided that this would be the perfect route because, you know, as a nursing mom of 6 kids, it's hard to find good clothes, and especially like dresses to wear to church. You know, I found I would have basically, you know, 2 wardrobes for when I was pregnant, when I was nursing, but then also, you know, for different seasons, because I'm in Utah, and so we have, you know, all 4 seasons. And I find the more kids I have, the more minimalist I want to be. And so I wanted to also condense that and do that for other moms too, to where they can just have, you know, several dresses, and that's their wardrobe if they want to be a minimalist, you know, when it comes to the wardrobe and stuff like that. But just being able to support breastfeeding moms too, because I know when I was a first-time mom, I didn't have any breastfeeding help or support. You know, my mother never nursed her children. And so it was a whole new thing. And I was the first one in my family to have children and nurse them. And so, you know, just being able to offer breastfeeding support for other moms through clothing, if they want to ever talk to me, DM me, message me, email me, I'm happy to share what I know and try to help them through things, because there's so many things. You know, I was talking about on one of my lives how, like, with mastitis and stuff, like, I never knew what that was until I actually had it, you know, and just being able to help other moms and just tell them about things. And you know, and obviously having modest clothing, because like the sweater I'm wearing, and I know the one that you're wearing, Leslye, it's nice because you can nurse in it and you don't have to show your back. You don't have to lift it up, you know, and especially with hoodies and jackets for me, I remember like when I would lift it up, you know, it was like smothering the baby, and it's like the baby's getting sweaty and all that fun stuff. So I really enjoyed being able to find these products and get them out to moms and make them available. And I know like the ones that I had seen before, like nursing companies, they were just so expensive. They were, you know, $80 for a dress, even more than that sometimes. So I wanted it to be affordable for moms. And I wanted it to be something that they could use over and over again and be a good material too, because even some of the ones that I have seen before, you know, they'd wrinkle easy, they wouldn't wash out easily. And so I really wanted to bring more of a higher quality fabric and style.
Yeah, I like it. This is actually a Milkyma. So she was talking a little bit about it. This is a Milkyma sweater or sweatshirt, like over. It's really nice. It's a really nice soft fabric. That's the first thing I noticed about it. It's really soft. And then it has the coolest stuff. Did you already talk about the zippers?
I haven't yet.
I got cut out. Okay. Okay. I'm having a crazy hair day. Don't judge me for my hair. Okay. But look at this. Look at this coolness. Now I'm wearing a black tank top underneath. So, but look at how cool this is. You know, and then it has another one. It's so cool. So cool. Look at this. I love it. And the zippers are kind of hidden, so they're not like obvious. You know, they're not obvious. And this is really stylish. My husband really likes this design. He's like, ooh, I like that sweater that you have on. I'm like, oh, thanks. You know, and I'm thinking I can nurse in this. And it's not, like you said, bulky and like how I can pull it up and just be like, and it's cotton, it's soft, it's breathable. It's nice. It's really nice. It's a nice. And then I got another Milkyma top too, and it's really fancy and it's a tunic top, and I really like it. So I like dressing up sometimes, especially when I go on dates with my husband. And it's nice where I don't have it literally lifts up. It has zippers on both sides. It zips all the way across, but I can open it from both sides. It's so nice. It's so nice. I love it.
I'm so glad you like it. Yeah, I love that lightweight hoodie that you have on. Like, I live in that because right now we have snow. I know you guys are lucked out and you don't have snow, but yeah, I just live in that sweater because it's so comfortable. It's not so heavy and thick that you're not getting hot and sweaty in it, but it's lightweight enough that keeps you warm when you're indoors and even when you go outdoors and stuff. And so I have this one on today. I don't know if you guys can see very well, but this one's nice because it opens up here. And then it has a panel that goes down and then you can lift it up. And I also have a tank top on underneath, but it's on both sides. And so that's a really nice, you know, there's different features. I really like the zippers. On our website, I say no buttons because buttons they take a long time, especially as the baby's getting bigger. You know, when the baby's little, it might be easy to button it up, but as they get bigger and they're squirming away from you, I don't know. Buttons are too much for me.
I'm totally with you. Zipper's so much more mom friendly.
Yes.
So much more mom friendly. Thank you so much for giving me these.
Yes, and thank you as well. I love this.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's getting to know like other moms, and we all have like, you know, things that bother us about different clothing, and it's nice to be able to like find stuff that you really like and that you're passionate about. So let's move on. Amanda, tell me. Okay.
I'm trying to look at these.
Any of the questions?
Yeah, I'm looking at them right now. I'm seeing we kind of skipped around a little.
Yeah, we'll go over it anyways.
Okay, so do you want to talk about the background and knowledge?
Yes. Okay, so my background is that I have 8 kids and I breastfeed. I breastfeed a lot. I'm breastfeeding all the time. If I'm not nursing, I'm pregnant. So I'm usually either pregnant or nursing. And I'm always thinking about that, you know, bonding time with my baby. So I have a lot of experience breastfeeding. So I have a lot of experience, we talked about before, with nursing covers and nursing products. So I'm always excited to find something cool that's a nursing product, especially like this. I really love this. This is great. So I want to talk a little bit about my first modest mothering, because it's not really modest mothering. It's actually it's the one that someone gave me. So this is it, and this is 6 years old. Now this has been through so many washes, and it's designed a little bit differently because it's not my design, but I did get my design from this, obviously, because it's the same type of, you know, it's the same type of thing, but it's still fine. It's still totally functional. I think it has a couple of tiny holes. Okay, so there's some holes right here by the stitching, maybe. I probably washed this a million times. I'm not even kidding. I probably almost washed this, I don't know, thousands of times in reality. Thousands of times. So this has been through the wash so many times. You know, and it's still fine. It's still soft. It's still, you know, I just really like it. It's like a friend to me. I know that sounds weird, but I love it. And it's so hard for me, you know, like people have like tchotchkes and like stuff that they hold on to. I don't have tchotchkes, but I know people have tchotchkes and they have like stuff that they pass down to their kids, and they have like things that they're meaningful to them, and they keep them around even though they might be holy, like a holy t-shirt or a holy, you know, something, or they keep things around that are just old, maybe kind of worn. That's this for me. Like these slings or these, you know, this cover is my, I don't know, I love this thing. This is so great. I probably will have it forever. I never want to get rid of it. So that's my very first, and that's not even one that I designed. And I wouldn't consider it moss mothering, but it's definitely a reason why I started moss mothering. So then I have some other ones too. So I've given so many of the ones that I've made for myself away to other people, but this is the next one in line, and I made this when I had Joel, I believe, before I had him. So this one, Joel's almost 3, so this one's almost 3 years old, and the same thing, I've watched it hundreds of times, maybe even 1,000 times, and this is a thinner fabric, so it's a little more worn and stuff, but I mean, this thing is, the design is my design. This thing is not going anywhere. This thing is sturdy, and this batik fabric is amazing for covers. It's so lightweight, it's so soft, it's so beautiful, it's kind of double-sided. I don't know, I love this. This is great. So if you look at my website, you'll see a lot of pictures of me using this one. This is my favorite. I really, really like this, and it has like African print. It's fun. It's like a fun print. A lot of these batiks do have African print. They're like an African fabric. So, and they're hand dyed and stuff. They're really, really beautiful. And I do custom orders. So if you ever want a batik fabric or you see one, I mean, I will make you one. These are gorgeous. So then I have, oh, okay, this is my infamous one. I love this. It's so fun. And I can't help but just love it so much. It is love. Now I've always kind of tried to like tweak my design and like decide whether I was going to do it this way or that way, but I always go back to the same way that I've been doing them for years. But I did mess with this one, and I made it pleated, and I changed the design a little bit. So that's why it kind of ended up being mine, because I was experimenting. But it has dogs on it. It has French bulldogs. This is so fun. You can make them out of any fabric, as long as it's 100% cotton, and it's not really see-through. You don't really want a whole lot of see-through. I mean, you can still see light, but you don't want to be able to see through it because it's a nursing cover, you know? So it's very modest, and I love it. It's so cute. And then the next one here, let's see. Okay, I have some other ones here, but this one is actually, I would call it my Modest Mothering 2.0, because it's not something I made personally, but I showed somebody else my design, and I showed them how I make them. And I've actually showed this to several women, and they make them for other people too. And I think a lot of times women think that I'm too busy to make them with slings, so they ask someone else. And I'm okay with that, because why not have this cool mom tool out there, you know, for everyone to have and use? So I love it. It's cool. So this one is my friend Chantel Fannin. This is her version of Modest Mothering. And it's beautiful. This is kind of where I was experimenting with pleating. She did this pleating, and I was like, man, that's beautiful, you know. And I tried to do this. I could not do it because this is how it turned out. So it's, yeah, not the same. But ours is really pretty. This is actually the front with this like cute frill. It's really cute. It's a really, really cute. And on the back, it has like a pocket. Ooh. So it's really nice. She made this for me. I love it. It's great. And it's great to have just a bunch of them in your arsenal, because like I said, you can, like you said, you can wash them and you still have one. And I never leave home when I'm nursing without mine. If I do, I cry. What do I do? But, and then this is one that I got recently, or I made recently, and I decided I wanted to keep it for myself. It's so pretty. It looks like a sunset. It's so fun. So, and I love the rings. And there's so many, there's probably 40 different colors of rings on the website that I buy them from. So this one's like a blue. It's slate blue. It's so beautiful. So anyway, but these are my slings that I'm just in love with, and I just recently put them away because my son is not nursing anymore. So it makes me sad, but I do use them on occasion. But mostly they're just put away for now. But hopefully, again, one day I'll be blessed with another child, and I'll be using all my love slings and maybe a new one. I hope I have a girl. I want to make a girly sling. So I'm all these girly patterns and stuff. The rosy and gray, like you have, Jen, and the one that I made for you, Amanda, was special fabric and it is beautiful. It's gorgeous.
I love it.
I wish I had more of that fabric, but I'm trying to be more mindful of the fact that people might want this, and so I buy extra fabric so I can make more if people like it. So I'm trying to be more mindful about that, because I know it'd be nice to see something and be like, oh, I want that, So it's harder to shift my mindset into making like custom things for people and shift it into like business and like having a product and offering it to people and then selling it, So I'm having to shift my mindset in that way. So what about you, Jen? What background knowledge and what is some background and knowledge surrounding nursing and breastfeeding that you can give or you can talk about?
So like you said, having lots of kids. I have 6 kids. I've actually had the last 4 at home, and nursing, I think, is just so key as soon as the baby's born, and it's just such a special, time, and just nursing's awesome. But yeah, so I nurse all my kids until basically I get pregnant again, and usually even then I'll continue to nurse them while I'm pregnant until I get too sick to do it. And then so like you said, I'm always nursing or pregnant, and yeah, just having that experience. And then in the early days I had like lactation specialists who reached out and helped me when I had my first 2 at the hospital. Having midwives now help me and make sure you get proper latch and all that stuff is so important and so good, and just having, I think, a support system is huge. And it's funny because after having 6 kids, you would think, oh, I got this, like I know what I'm doing. But then every time I have a new kid, there's some different dimension to it. There's something different that comes up. It might be a different issue. It might be thrush or different things. And it's just, you're always learning and growing. And so I think just being patient and, sticking it out, and nursing is super rewarding, and it's good.
Yeah, just not quitting. Because a lot of times moms, especially first-time moms and even just young moms, is they feel really defeated because they have this like picture in their mind, like how breastfeeding is going to be. And then when they have the baby, it's just so much more difficult, and it's just so different than maybe what they thought. Maybe it's more painful. Maybe it's just a lot more work than they anticipated, or I don't know, lots of different things. Plus the baby's personality, like you said, baby's different. So, the baby's personality could be different than what you imagine it would be, just like this easy. It's very difficult. It's very challenging. And for me, I have 8, and all 8 have been challenging. And when I first started out, I couldn't breastfeed that much. My first baby, I didn't breastfeed. I pumped. I tried so hard. I was so young. I just didn't have that right support system telling me, you can do it. Just stick it out. Just keep trying. Don't quit, And then so I pumped for a month, and then I stopped, and then I put formula. So my second baby, I breastfed her, and things are going good with her. She's a really easy baby. And I just decided I was going to put her on formula at 3 months old, which I wish I wouldn't have. But at the time, like having not had to breastfeed a baby before, my previous previous baby, it was just hard. It was just harder than I thought it was going to be, and it just took a lot of my time. And I was really busy with my 1-year-old, or I think she was 2 then. My 2-year-old. So I was just really busy mom, and I just felt like I can't do this. I'm just going to put her on formula. So I put her on formula at 3 months old. And then my third baby, he was very colicky. He cried every day and night. He cried so much. And I breastfed him, but I breastfed him until 7 months old. And I thought maybe it's my breastfeeding. Cry all day and all night. I don't know. So at 7 months old, I quit breastfeeding and I started giving formula. So finally, when I had 4 babies, 4 babies later, I finally was able to breastfeed from the time that she was born until she was 15 months old. So I breastfed her that long. So it did take me a while to establish a good, breastfeeding mindset, breastfeeding relationships with my babies, and also just the ability. So it is a labor of love. It's so much work. It is so, you know, sometimes you're just so tired and you just got to breastfeed a baby. You know, you got to feed the baby. And so it's hard. It's very difficult. It's one of the most difficult things moms can do. But it's the most rewarding because you get to be with your baby. It's like God's natural break for moms. What do you think, Amanda? Is you get a break when you're nursing the baby?
Yeah, I think sometimes I don't let myself have a break, and so I'll be, you know, breastfeeding and doing other things. Gotta be quiet. I laugh sometimes because my kids, like the baby will be, you know, fussing, but they've already ate. And so my kids or my husband will be like, just feed them. And I'm like, I know they're not hungry, but okay, I'll just feed them some more. And so I'll just like be walking around while I'm feeding, which is not pleasant. But when you're first starting out, when you're first, like, you first have your baby and you're just resting, I feel like that is God's way to say, like, okay, you need to rest. You need to snuggle your baby, love your baby, just, you know, look at their face. And it's really cool that you can know, like, you're giving them all their needs. Like, it feels really good when they're like, just like stuffed with milk and they're in that drowsy state and just like this just running out of their mouth, and you're just like, I just gave them everything they needed, and I didn't need anyone to help me do that.
So you breastfeed on demand then? Because
Yeah.
I think that's the best way. It's the most easy way.
Yeah. I don't do a schedule. Give me this. I tried with the first baby and I just gave up. My kids are fighting over cookies right now.
What are your kids doing, Jen? What are your kids doing?
They're downstairs. I gave them a bunch of snacks, and I'm like, here's the pretzels. And then we got like this little IKEA art easel thing for really cheap. And so they're down there drawing and playing down there. And I told my 11-year-old, I'm like, please just try to keep them occupied. So they're doing a pretty good job so far. They've come up a couple times, but I've just been muting it, you know, so.
How do I mute?
You two ladies are currently breastfeeding, right? You're both breastfeeding right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how is it, like, as far as like, do you need any special abilities to breastfeed, do you think?
I don't think
Patience?
so.
I think you need to have patience and realistic expectations that if you're breastfeeding, your house isn't going to be, you know, the cleanest around. And sometimes other things are going to be left undone because you're doing something. It's not like you're just sitting around. You're actually doing something. You're feeding another human being while you're just sitting there. It seems like, oh, you're being lazy, you know, but you're just laying around. But really, you're doing something that no one else can do for your baby.
I totally agree with that. And I think that's, you know, one of the things I try to tell a lot of my friends who are new moms maybe and stuff is we go through different seasons as moms, and we can be so hard on ourselves. Like, oh, like I'm home all day. The house isn't clean. Like we barely got any of our homeschool stuff done. Like, you know, but we just really need to realize the season that we're in and realize that we're not being lazy. You know, we are doing something that's amazing. You know, feeding a baby with our body is amazing, and giving the baby the perfect nutrients and all that stuff. And so just going easy on yourself and saying it's okay, you know, it's okay where we're at right now.
Yeah. I think another thing that I think is really important about when you need support to tell you what things are normal and what's not normal. I see a lot of moms give up because they think that their milk is gone when it's just regulated. I remember texting Leslye, even after 4 babies, I'm like, I think my milk is drying up, but it was just regulating. And it's like, you need someone to tell you, like, everything is normal. Your baby is fine. It's like, you shouldn't give up because you think my baby's not getting enough. My baby's not getting enough milk, but they are, and everything's fine. And I think people have these different expectations that they should be like producing like massive amounts of milk. And I think it's really good to have support when you don't.
Yeah, and something good too about breastfeeding is like, for me, having a nice, like, and I'm going to go back to the cover, but having a nice cover helps me feel like relaxed in that I can relax there with the baby, and if the baby falls asleep, they're going to be comfortable there. And I can like scoot them up and I can just wrap them up, and it's great. It's a good feeling. Like, I don't know. It's just relaxing when you just know that you're going to be sitting there for a while. You can feed the baby. They're usually going to fall asleep. It's just, I don't know. And like I said, having the right expectation that is you are just going to be sitting around, but it's okay that things aren't getting done. And then having that support system is so key. I thought a lot about it, and I probably do eventually soon, one day, but maybe I'll make that one of my goals for 2019. But I've always wanted to be a lactation consultant, just because of my experience with women and helping women as far as breastfeeding. And it is so hard, and there's so many variables. And I think it is hard to know, is this normal? Like, am I making enough milk? And it is kind of scary, especially if your baby, let's say somebody tells you your baby's not gaining enough weight, or your baby looks small, or, you have all these like insecurities already, and then you think like, oh, is my baby small, or are they getting enough? And so, a couple of tips that I can give to new moms or moms that are struggling with breastfeeding is, one, if you continue to try and you do end up having to supplement, it's not the end of the world. And if you keep trying, you will have success. You will have success. So just keep trying, keep working at it. You will have success. Another thing is, if your baby is not yet 4 months old, you have the ability to breastfeed them. As long as you're still making milk, maybe not as much milk as they need, you still have the ability to catch back up and be able to breastfeed your baby, even breastfeed them exclusively. In my case, with Henry, I wasn't able to breastfeed him exclusively because he had a lot of trouble nursing at the beginning, but I was still able to breastfeed him most of the time and still give him formula. And so his needs were just more than I could make at the time. So, but just realizing that, like, even as an older mom, and I'm not old, I'm not saying I'm old, but I'm an older mom as far as having children make you aged. And so I couldn't keep up with his milk needs, and boys eat more than girls. So that, just knowing that is good. It's when you're a breastfeeding mom, but boys eat more than girls. And I couldn't keep up with it, and it's okay to have to give formula. So I want moms to know that too. It's breastfeeding, yes, it's great, it's important. It feels like the most important thing you could ever do. Like, you've got to do it, especially if you're trying to have that natural space between children and you're not using birth control or whatever. You're like, please, I got to breastfeed my baby. It's so important to me. I can't have a baby next year, which I did that. I had 3 kids in 3 years because I wasn't breastfeeding them, like I said. So it's I understand but it's okay to have to give them formula a little bit. And as long as your baby's not 4 months old, you can succeed at breastfeeding as long as you're still making milk. So, and then another thing to do if you think your baby's not eating enough is what you do is you weigh them. You get a scale and you weigh them before you feed them, and then you also feed them as much as they will eat. And then you weigh them again, because then you know how many ounces that they've gained by eating. So if you're worried about how many ounces your baby is eating, that's a way. I saw this device. I'm not sure how well it works, and I think I should look up some more reviews on it, but it's an app, and it's supposed to tell, it's some sort of device, some sort of thing, but it's supposed to tell you how many ounces your baby took in breastfeeding. So I think that just giving that peace of mind to moms, knowing that your baby's getting enough food, would make you feel better. And another tip for breastfeeding moms is that when you breastfeed, a lot of moms like switch sides, like during feeds, and I don't suggest that. If your baby's been eating on one side for 20 or 25 minutes, then you can move them to the other side, But the reason why is because you have fore milk and you have high milk, and fore milk is less fatty, and high milk is the fatty milk that helps them get big and chunky and be healthy, and they need both. So they need the fore milk because they're real thirsty. But if you switch too soon, they're only getting a lot of fore milk, and they're not getting that hind milk. And that hind milk only comes out when you've been breastfeeding for 10 or more minutes. So you really have to sit there and feed the baby on one side. And I don't know about you ladies, let's talk about this weird issue, but I have a lame boob. It's a weird thing to talk about, but one of my breasts is lame. Like, one of them doesn't make as much milk, and it doesn't fill up as much. It doesn't have as many milk ducts in it. And I don't know why, but it's just lame.
So I've heard statistically, I think they say the right breast usually is more full than the left. Is that your case, Leslye?
Yes, that's me.
Yeah. So I can totally relate to that.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and sometimes babies prefer one side or the other. But
yeah, and I think sometimes even moms prefer one side or the other. I know for me, it's easier to hold the baby on my right side than it is on my left. I mean, it's not hard, but it's more comfortable on my right side.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say really quick too on the thing you were saying with formula. I think, letting people know like they do need to be forgiving, because there are some moms out there who think they're a failure if they didn't get to breastfeed the entire time. And I just want you to know you are not a failure. Trying it all is amazing, and it is hard work like we were talking about. And I did just want to say really fast, like with my first 2 kids, I actually worked 6 days a week. And so it was really hard. And, so my first son, he was both breastfed and formula fed for the first year. And then right when he turned 1, I just stopped breastfeeding him. And I was young too. I didn't realize all the health benefits that I do now. But then with my second one, I was still working. And so I had nurse and supplement with formula because that's all I could do. I didn't have time to sit out and pump in this job that I had. And, but when he was 9 months old, I actually ended up getting my wisdom teeth taken out, and I couldn't eat anything because my face was so swollen, and even drinking things, so I just started getting pain and dry up quickly. And yeah, so I just want to encourage you guys, like whatever you're trying to do is good, and just be honest with yourself though. Like, are you quitting because it's hurting and it's hard? Or are you quitting because it's literally not, going anywhere? It's not, So if it is just hurting, just keep pushing through. It will get better. It gets to where there's no pain at all, is my experience. So
I remember when my first baby, it hurt so bad. And I was like, I want to feed her, but I can only do it for like 1 minute. And then I just had to put her down for a minute and just like psych myself up because it's just like really painful.
Yeah, I remember like
doing.
I remember like, oh, go ahead. Sorry. Bringing the baby near though, and you're like backing up a little bit, because you're just like, oh, I don't want to do this.
Yeah. With that, a nipple shield helped a lot with that. Those like plastic thingies. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I've heard of them, but I've never used one.
I'm sorry, we're all trying to talk here. It's okay.
All right, raise your hand. I'm just kidding.
I had a bad experience with the nipple shield with Henry because he wasn't getting enough to eat, and I didn't know. So that's kind of when my milk started getting depleted, and I didn't realize it. So once I did realize it, it only took me like a day or 2 to figure out that he wasn't getting enough. I'm like, okay, something's going on. And so I started pumping, and then I could see more. And pumping is not realistic. Pumping, you get a lot less milk than breastfeeding. So when you breastfeed, the more milk comes out. It's not natural sucking. So when you pump and you don't get a lot, it doesn't mean that you're not making enough. But I just want to throw that out there. But anyway, when I started pumping, I thought like, wow, this is hard. This is hard work. And I pumped for Henry for 2 months before he actually was breastfeeding. And it was so hard. But I just stuck with it. And I just thought like, I'm going to pump all day, every day, and at night and everything, just so my baby can have breast milk. I know that seems crazy, but I now as a mom of 8, I realize the importance of that breast milk and him having that breast milk. So, and I did have to give him some formula. And if you do have to give formula, I suggest getting a German formula from the website called organicstart.com. Foreign formulas, like especially this German one, the one I used was called Lebensschwert Bio, or Bio Lebensschwert, or something like that. But they don't have cornstarch in them. And a lot of times these American, even organic formulas have a lot of stuff in them that cause babies' bellies to hurt. So I was giving him like organic, regular formula from here, from the store, and he was crying a lot. So as soon as I switched him over to this Lebensschwert formula, he did so much better, like immediately. So, I really, and there's so many testimonials just like that on the website talking about that formula and other formulas like it. There's another one, Holly and Hip, other formulas on there. You can choose which one. I just chose the Lebensschwert because it had the best reviews, and it was the closest to breast milk or whatever. So that's why I chose that one. But if you're having troubles breastfeeding, just if you have to give formula, just try to find a good formula. And it's honestly like a box of it is kind of like having or what is it called? A canister of it. And it comes in a box. but it's like $26 or $28. That's how much formula is at the store.
That's pretty
So
good.
if you order it in advance, then you have it. And I still give Henry formula. He's over a year old, but I still give him some formula. So from that website, and they have stages of 1, 2, and 3. So he's in the 3rd stage because he's older. So you'll have to just you know, decide when you switch him over. But it's a good formula. But if you just stick with it, even if you're pumping, if you are exclusively pumping, if you've ever done that, or you are one of those moms, I love you. You are my hero. You are amazing, because it is so hard. And I also want to plug my cover, because I had to do that with Henry, you know, for 2 months, and I would have to do it when I'm out. Like, I'd have to be in a car pumping. And so I can literally go under my cover, and I would just be under there pumping, going like this. I'm in the car and I'm just pumping, you know, while I'm driving down the road. I'm not driving. My husband's driving. So, you know, I could pump and be in the car, and I know this thing is huge. So I can have those flanges on, and I can have it going. Boop, boop. I can have the whole machine under here. So it is.
I did the same thing with your cover, Leslye. I used it while I was pumping before.
You used it.
I was at home and I was like, I just look like a cow right now, you know, with like the things. I gotta cover this up. I can't even look at this.
Hey, Jen, you should. I've been wanting to do this on my website too, but you should try to find some good nursing pads and put them on your site. Yeah, I have a few favorites. I'll shoot you a text about them later. I'll be making some. I'm gonna make some. So if you eventually, it's one of my goals for my website is to make a nursing covers. I have some other goals for my website. I'm gonna be offering more products than just my covers at a later date. But you know, I am a busy mom, so I have goals, but they're just goals right now. And as soon as I decide to put action into them, you'll be hearing about it. But so there's so much more. Look for more from Modest Mothering and from Milkyma. I'm sure she's gonna expand her things. So right now you have a lot of cute stuff on your site. So you got the shirt that you have on, right? That is so cute.
Yeah, so this is just a pullover one, and then it has like a pocket too to put your, you know, it's like a sweater.
It's very feminine. It's so nice.
Thank you.
And then there's this one. This actually came with a drawstring, but I'm weird.
The kids pull on them too sometimes, you know, the babies. So it's like, yeah.
I just took mine out, but it comes with a drawstring if you like that. And then I have this tunic. I think I had it out earlier. Where's it at? Oh, it's really pretty. It's black and has lace up here. And then it like has like this like cape. And then under the cape is where the zippers are. And it's long sleeves. It's really pretty. It's super soft. It's thick fabric. It's not like flimsy. It's really nice. I really like it. It's going to be nice for like a date night. When I'm out with my husband, I'm going to wear it. So I have to find the right bottoms to wear with it. So, because it's like it's a tunic, so it's longer, you know. And I wouldn't wear it like with like leggings under or anything. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to wear under it or over it. So.
Yeah, I love that one. It was a little bit shorter. I'm 5'8", so you know, on some people it might be to the knee or lower, but it was a little bit above the knee for me. So I labeled it as a tunic or a dress. But I love that one for if you have like an elegant evening that you want to go out, like you said, date nights and stuff. It's a little bit more dressy, so I really like that one.
Yeah, it's nice. Well, cool. So what's the next thing, Amanda? What's next?
Okay, so the next thing is we kind of talked about unique things about the products with the zippers and things. Do you want to talk any more about that?
I don't know. I think that something we did talk about my Modest Mothering, but something that we mentioned briefly, but I wanted to talk about. There's a few things about this product that you need to know. And I think that most people won't use their Modest Mothering if they don't know these things. So I want to share them with you. That's one of the points of this video. So let me scoot back a little so you can see. So with Modest Mothering, you get these rings and there's some fabric as the tail end here. Now, a lot of people ask me, how do you rethread this? How do you rethread this thing? So I literally throw it in the washer with the rings attached like this. I throw it in the washer just like this. And I put it in the dryer just like this. And it dries, it makes less noise this way in the dryer. And I just wash it on, you know, cold or whatever you wash. Just throw it in your washer with the rest of your clothes. Wash it, dry it on regular heat. Don't worry about that, okay? It's not going to hurt it. It's really nice. It's cotton, so it's not going to. And if it shrinks, it's huge. It's not going to shrink that much. It's really big. So, okay, so here are the ring end, and here is the tail end. Okay, and I'll try to get it fit in there. So there's one, and if you just kind of stuff it in like this, and then you just kind of like stuff it back in, it's going to be, you're going to have a harder time adjusting it when you're trying to make it a different size. Now this is free flowing. This is nice fabric. It's not too bad, but when you're trying to adjust it for whatever you're trying to use it for, you're going to want to fold it. So after it comes out of the wash, I undo it like this, and I hook it onto something. Right now, for Modest Mothering, I've been using the banister, what is it, the rail? So I just set it there on the rail, and I hook it on, and then I pull it back. Or have my kid grab it and hold it. But you don't have to do that. You can lay it on your bed, and then I'm just going to lay it on my desk here. And then so the way that Modest Mothering is folded on one side is the same way you're going to want to fold it on the other side. So here's the tail end, and it's one full piece of fabric. You want to fold it in towards the center on both sides. So here I am folding it in towards the center. And you want to do it like that, okay? And then from there, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to lay flat, but pretty flat, you know. And then you fold it in again towards the center, okay? This is how the other side is created. This is how I sew it. So this is the best way. So then you fold it in again like this, okay? So now you have that, and then you'll fold it in half. Should I show that again? Do you think I should show it again? Okay. Yeah. Let me show it again, because this is one of the most struggles that women have with this cover is, how do I rethread it? Well, okay. So you take the fabric and you fold it into the center, okay? And then you fold it again in towards the center on each side. Okay, so, and then you take these ends and you fold those together. Okay, and so then you'll get something that's more flat. Mine's not laying very flat because I'm not looking at it. But, okay, so now that I have this part folded, this part doesn't need to be folded. I can stick this folded end into my rings. Okay, this is the bottom side. This is the top side with the stitching out. On the bottom side, I stick it in through the rings, both of them. Okay, now I open the rings up and I'll stick it inside, just like a belt. And then I pull and I adjust it to however. Usually I can tell where it's been adjusted to because I washed it, so it'll be wrinkly right there, like it was wrinkly right here. So, and that's how I adjust it. And then I go. Now this thing folds up very compactly, and I can stick this in a regular purse. So what I do is I try to, you know, straighten it out like this, and then I take where the rings are and I just roll it. And even if I just roll it and stick it in my bag, it's pretty small. It's not very big. But you can fold it nicely, and you can fold it down into a very small, nice package. So you can have something very small to stick in your bag, you know, and take with you. So what else was I wanting to
Maybe you could put a video on your website.
I am going to eventually. I was telling Jen earlier that I don't have a lot of time to make videos and edit them.
I can do it for you.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
I just learned how.
Can you edit my videos? So anyway, but yes, I want to do that. And if you haven't noticed, if you go on my website, my friend Amanda is my model. So she is the lady I call her. can you model my products? I'm like, can you come, can you edit my videos? So she's awesome. She always helps me. And like, if I am having trouble with my website or anything, she helps me out. Earlier this week, she's like, you need to like describe more about your covers on your website. She's like, you need to just tell all the awesomeness about it because they're so awesome. And so I did. I went there and I really thought about like what's the cool thing about my product, and I changed the description so people can find out more about this product. And that's kind of why I'm doing this video too, is because I want you to see that there's more to it than just what you can see. And that's something that we were going to talk about. You can use this for more than just a cover. And lots of people have different uses for them. They use them in different ways. This is a great mom tool. Now, I have been using them for years. You can use them in so many ways. And one of my favorite ways is obviously a nursing cover. But if you ladies want to talk about a way that you could think of to use this cover, maybe Jen's new to Modest Mothering, but Amanda, what is a way that you've used this cover that you didn't, that you was not the intended use?
Okay. I can think of the most silliest way I've used it. I have used it to secure my baby's car seat to a rocking chair and use it as.
Okay, I can't even imagine what that would be.
Oh man, you can use it as a blanket. Go play. Let's see. You can use it as like I don't know. Can we say the other thing? Hold on one second.
No. I was talking to Jen about that earlier. No, I'm sorry.
Hand it over quick. I gotta take care of something.
Okay, put on mute. So while she's on mute, Jen, we have a special opportunity for people out there. Since we've been talking about all these cool products for mamas, and it's the new year, Jen and I want to do something cool for you. So Jen, you want to talk about it real quick?
Yeah, so we're gonna do a raffle style thing where, and the link's in my bio, and you're gonna have it on your Instagram as well, right? And Facebook.
Yeah, I'll put it on my Instagram. Yeah,
and so it's one of those easy things where you just go and you like follow different things. But I'm gonna be giving away a $50 gift certificate to my shop, and then Modest Mothering is also gonna be doing a $50 gift certificate to her shop. And so it's really exciting, and we hope that you guys will enter it because you can get lots of neat stuff with that.
Yes, and you have all sorts of products on your site that you can get. So,
yeah, do you mind if I do a screen share and just show some of them?
Please do.
Okay. I'm going to try this, so let's see if it works. Okay, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Okay, so this is our navy floral. This is my little sister doing the modeling for me. She was sweet.
So you call on your sisters. I got my sister Amanda over there.
Yeah, yeah. And so I love both these dresses. The one over here is nice because it lifts up and then you can just nurse easy out of it. This one has actually zippers on the side. Here's the tunic that Leslye was talking about, the lace one.
It's pretty.
And then we have this kind of what I call a sporty dress just because it reminds me of, going to the ball game or something. And this is actually my husband's sister-in-law, so they were nice to model for me. So those are our dresses. And then on our website, you can just go through and you can pick tops. And so here's the one that I'm wearing today.
So cute.
And this one has a zipper on the front of it. So that's nice, easy access. Here's the one that Miss Leslye has on. And then here's another hoodie one, and it has a zipper on the front. And then this one I probably won't reorder. Sometimes I get samples, and I like things that are not so tight and more friendly for postpartum as well. So, so yeah, unless if people request things back in. Oh wait, I have one more page, sorry. So yeah, and then here's this pretty, this is a black, it has like cute little ribbons on the side of it. And I think that one's just a lift one too. It might actually be a zipper. I really like this long sleeve gray one. It has the same like side pockets that I showed you today on the sweater that I'm wearing.
It looks mom friendly too, like postpartum mom.
Yeah, I really like that about it, you know, because sometimes we get little postpartum belly. This is the same sweater that Miss Leslye has on. It's just in black and gray. And then these are cute long sleeved ones, and those are just the lift style where you lift and nurse. And then these ones have hidden zippers under the ruffles, both available in mauve and sage color. So, and then we have gift cards too. So if you are looking for Mother's Day or any special event, birthdays, we have gift cards available. So let me see now if I can unscreen share. Sorry, this might take me a minute. Oh, there it goes. Did that work?
Yes, cool. That's great. Yeah, I like that. Thank you for sharing. I'm so excited to do this giveaway with you. And we also, if you don't win the giveaway, don't feel discouraged because we're gonna do a special offer for you too. But so how we're gonna talk about the giveaway. Okay, so the giveaway will start today. Under the description of this video, you can click the link to enter the raffle copter giveaway. You can enter each thing. You can get a point for each thing that you do. And then each point is one entry into the raffle. So your name will be entered one time into the raffle. So we're going to do a live video on actually Milkyma. Milkyma, are you going to do it on your, which social media platform are you going to do the raffle copter giveaway on?
We can do it on either Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I know on Instagram we can do a double interview thing like this. So.
Oh, cool. I don't know. You'll have to talk. We'll have to talk about that. I was telling her I'm really dumb when it comes to Instagram, so I need to learn more because Instagram is like the new Facebook. I heard, and more and more young people are using Instagram, and they don't even have a Facebook. So I need to get Instagram, minded. So she's going to teach me about that. So look for the way that we're going to tell you about this giveaway. So I'm for sure going to announce it on my Facebook page, whoever wins the giveaway. So there'll be two different winners. One winner will win the $50 gift card to Milkyma Clothing, and the other one will win a $50 gift card to Modest Mothering. So there'll be two winners, and they'll be drawn on January 1st. So the new year, and we'll just, do you want to do the drawing at the same time?
Yeah, we can announce it together if you want, or however. But
is 2 o'clock a good time for you, or is it?
Yeah, okay. This is fine. Okay. And my husband will be home on the 1st, so that'll be comforting.
Good. Yeah, my husband's helping me right now with the kids. So, okay, so at 2 o'clock, you can tune in on January 1st. We'll show you how. We'll post it on this event. We'll post it on the raffle copter, so you'll know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. My throat is so sore. I feel bad. Like it feels bad even talking so much. I've had like cough or like this cold for a while. It's terrible.
I have a cold too, so I don't know if my voice sounds like off, but yeah.
Yeah, it's been terrible. But anyway, so what was I saying? We will let you know. I know that Milkyma, it sounds like Milkyma, you're on Instagram right now, right? Live?
No, I just ended up doing the YouTube because with Instagram, I thought it would echo too much back and forth.
Okay. So we're going to plan on doing a Instagram live. And if you don't have Instagram, we'll also do a Facebook live. And if nothing else, if you win and you're not on either of those, we will post in the description of this video the winners of the drawing, and we'll also contact you. So don't worry. If you win, you will hear about it from us. If you enter the giveaway, you have to enter in like your contact information, so that way we can get a hold of you if you do win. So if you win, we'll get a hold of you some way. But we want to do like a live raffle, so you can see who wins the both $50 gift cards. So we're gonna do that on January 1st. So your last chance to enter is on December 31st at 11:59 p.m. Is that what it is? Yeah. 11:59 p.m. So right before midnight.
Now, is that U.S. only?
Yes. It's only open to U.S. viewers. So thank you for mentioning that, because that's been something that I keep forgetting to mention. But yes, so it's for U.S. entries only. I'm sorry if you're an international listener. But that's it. Anything else that you want to talk about? Did we miss anything on the discussion?
Let me check here. So for newbies, what can they expect from your products and service?
Do you want to talk about anything else about your products, Jen?
Yeah, like we have a pretty easy return policy. As long as it doesn't smell like it's been used and doesn't have any damage to it, you're welcome to return it within 30 days. We want you to be satisfied with your product. We want it to fit well. So if it doesn't fit well, just contact us. We're about pleasing you. So just let us know any issues you have, but you can expect, to love it. And I enjoy it so much. I wish I would have had it with my first kids. So
yeah, it's so much nicer. They're coming out with really cool like nursing products for moms these days. So, I mean, there's so much out there, and it's nice to just have a face to the company that you're getting your stuff from, that they're willing to like come and tell you about their products and tell you so that you feel comfortable buying from them. I know that's something that all of us, I know Amanda, she has her own business too, and she sells soap, handmade soap that she makes with organic products and stuff. But so one of the things that people like to see is our faces. So when we sell a product, we want you to know that we are here for you. This is a business. So, we want you to be satisfied. So if you're not satisfied for some reason, let us know. And it's so good to meet you finally, Jen. And thank you for coming on today. And thank you for doing this giveaway with me and Modest Mothering. And thank you, Amanda, for helping out with the interview. It's easier when you have a third person kind of asking questions and keeping the conversation on task. Plus, Amanda loves her Modest Mothering, so I was like, you got to do it. And she's my model. She's my model, and she has cute kids. So.
Oh yeah, they're being real cute right now.
What are they doing? They got cookies everywhere, or what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Thank you for sacrificing for me.
It's like when you get on something, everything goes, whoa, crazy.
Yeah, mom's busy and then the whole house explodes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right before this video, right before we did this live video, my 1-year-old, I gave him like a food packet. I don't know what I was thinking. I was just busy. I'm working on the raffle copter, and I'm just busy, and I looked down and he squirted the food packet all over the floor, and he had it like, I thought, what am I doing here? And then I had to change his diaper because he was dirty. And I was like, okay, of course this is happening. This is like Murphy's Law or whatever. I was like, of course I'm going live in 5 minutes, and I got the baby all gross, and it worked out. I was even able to brush my teeth, which I'm always self-conscious about whenever I go live on videos. I'm always thinking like, what are my teeth? I hope I don't have anything in my teeth. Have you ever taken a picture before and you had stuff in your teeth?
That's what.
Yeah, so I was like, it's really important. But I had time. I had time to brush my teeth. So anyway, it's the mom life, right? We can all laugh because we've all been there.
Yeah, I had on that hoodie that you had on, but then my little 18-month-old had ate some lasagna and gotten pasta sauce all over me. But yeah, I was glad to be able to brush my teeth too because I had a berry smoothie. So yeah. Didn't want all those seeds in my teeth.
The mom life. I know Amanda was rushing around trying to get on the live stream here.
I was all like, okay, I need to pick up a snack or something because I had to run to the bank really fast last minute. And so I was like, I need to pick up a snack. So I just was like, okay, I'm going to go to McDonald's. I never go there, but I'm going to get some cookies because I know they're like really cheap. And so I'm like, this is going to be fast. And then we're sitting there waiting for like 10 minutes. And I'm texting Leslye and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to go home right now. I'm waiting for
Yeah, see if you're a mom out there and you have struggles, so do we. We're just trying to keep it together.
But at least we all made it, right? We all made it here.
Okay, well, I hope you guys have a good, I don't know, what do you call it? Good luck, I guess. I don't really believe in luck, but I hope you win.
Yeah,
I hope you win. Okay. So go click the link in the description to the raffle copter giveaway. Go enter as many things as you can. There's lots of opportunities to enter the giveaway. And then we look forward to doing the raffle for you on January 1st. So
yeah, thank you, Leslye, for having me. I enjoyed it. And Amanda, thank you for coming. It was always good to meet people and chat. So thank you.
Yes, thank you. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.